Good day, everybody, and welcome to Current Affairs. I'm your host, Baldina Ushona. We are privileged to be joined in studio today by the Director of Quality Assurance, Management and Institutional Development at Triumphant College, Dr. Thekwane.
Thank you for the welcoming.
You're welcome. He is the person who ensures that education and the services offered at Triumphant College meets high standards, shapes academic excellence, and overall student experience. Welcome to the studio, Doctor. I have a few questions to ask you. I'm sure it will interest the students, the faculty, and the whole Triumphant community. Let's start with the foundation questions. To understand the purpose and the scope, Quality Assurance Office, its institutional role and strategic vision. What are the primary responsibilities for the quality assurance of the office at Triumphant College?
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. The Quality Assurance Office is responsible for ensuring that the college has high quality in terms of program delivery, in terms of services that we are providing to the students. We want to make sure that our customers, who are primarily students, really get the best out of the entire teaching and learning process. The office is also responsible to ensure that our 5-year strategic plans are implemented at all times. We achieve institutional goals, we achieve our vision, we achieve our mission. So what we do on an annual basis, we develop annual plans. And the various departments, we have to make sure that these annual plans are being implemented.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Now, moving on, how does quality assurance define and measure quality in the context of higher education?
Yeah, we have a number of key concepts. Quality assurance, first of all, is defined in terms of value for money, meaning that we have to make sure that students, their fees that they pay, they can say that, yes, it's really worth it to pay this amount of money and to get the relevant services, be it teaching and learning, be it student support. Students at the end of the day must be satisfied with the services that have been provided. And then we measure it through student satisfaction surveys, because that's why on a regular basis now and then we have to make surveys to determine are students satisfied with the services. The other definition is fitness of purpose. We have to make sure that our vision, our mission, and our goals, they are not just relevant, but they are also realistic. They are achievable, they are practical, and they are aligned to Vision 2030. They are aligned to NDP 6, which we have just now been approved, is been implemented. So we have to make sure that our goals are aligned to these national imperatives.
Okay, thank you very much. On to our next question. How does quality assurance contribute to the strategic goal and long-term vision of Triumphant College?
You will realize that earlier on I indicated that the office is responsible for quality assurance and management, but at the same time also for strategic planning. Right. So I do strategic planning coordination. I make sure that there are annual plans, different departments develop their annual plans, and I monitor the implementation of those strategic annual plans. We also do reviews. We have to make sure that twice in a year we are reviewing our annual plans, that are we implementing the plans accordingly? Are we meeting our targets? Are we providing quality services, to the students at all times?
Very well said. Okay, we're moving on to what internal mechanisms are in place to ensure continuous improvement in academic and administrative processes?
Yes, we have what we call students are given opportunities once in a year to assess the performance of the lecturers, where students do student evaluation. Are they satisfied with how lecturers are doing their work? Are they performing as been expected? We also do what we call internal audits. We will identify a certain department and decide to audit. At the same time, we do peer reviews. On a regular basis, we go and evaluate. We do class visits. Those class visits is really to assess the lecturers teaching in a student-centered approach. Once we have evaluated the lecturers, we come back and we give them feedback. On that type of feedback is how is for them to go to be able to improve. The same, once students have evaluated lecturers, we give feedback to those lecturers with the understanding that they get the feedback and they can improve in areas where gaps, in terms of quality gaps, have been identified. Those are mechanisms that we are making sure that we provide quality services. We also take responsibility of developing the right policies, processes and procedures, so that we make sure that teaching and learning takes place within the framework of institutional policies.
Very well said, Doctor. Now we have national regulatory bodies with which Triumphant College is aligned, such as NQA, Namibian Qualification Authority, NCHE, National Council for Higher Education, and NTA, National Training Authority. How does quality assurance ensure that Triumphant College's programs align with their qualification frameworks and national standards?
Before we offer a program, once we design a program, my office has to make sure that any new program that is designed and developed, it must meet the NQA quality requirements. NQA has set standards. So we have to make sure that these standards are being met. So during the design of the programs, we make sure that external stakeholders are involved, the industry, different government agencies, so that they can give input so that our programs are relevant, not just for the industry, but also meet NQA requirements. At the same time, we have to make sure that we get audited by the Council on Higher Education to check whether the Quality Assurance Office has put policies, processes, procedures in place, and we're adhering. There is compliance internally. There is compliance to those policies, processes, procedures, and systems. So that's why they come and audit. You will recall that during May, June, NCHE were here. They came to audit us to check, are we really in the true sense of the word? Are we providing quality services? Are we offering quality programs? So they came here, they came to audit us. Soon they will be giving us feedback. Once we get that feedback, probably they will identify our strength, areas for improvement, and then they will make recommendations. Those recommendations will take them on board and start improving the type of services we are providing to make sure that at all times the services and the programs we offer, they are of quality. At the same time, if you come to NTA, the NTA, we have to register the qualifications. The same with NQA. All our qualifications are registered on the NQF to make sure that they meet specific standards. So we are comfortable and we are pleased to announce that all our programs that we have, those that are running, are accredited. They are put on the NQF. You will also recall that 2 months ago, the NQA was here. Our programs like nursing program, they came to evaluate, and see whether they can accredit us. So we are also waiting on feedback from the NQA in terms of those programs. I think it was supply chain and the nursing program. Soon, NQA will also still be coming to come and look at some of our programs in the engineering faculty that has to be accredited. So those are all mechanisms that we make sure that our programs are of quality.
Very well said. I recall you mentioned something about audits, so maybe to add on it, how can you describe the process of external audits or evaluation conducted by these bodies?
So the Council on Higher Education, they have what they call quality audit standards. Now these quality audit standards, we have to meet those standards as an institution. So during May, June, when they came to check, are we really meeting these standards? They visited our branches. They first started with the branches, and then eventually they came here. So they interviewed students. Lecturers were interviewed. They moved around and had a look at the facilities. Do we have the appropriate and relevant facilities for us to make sure that we really provide quality programs delivery? So that's basically, there is a clear, what you first do, for an audit to start, a quality audit, you draft what we call a self-evaluation report. you evaluate yourself, you reflect and say that these are my shortcomings, these are my strengths, and this is the areas where I need to improve. Once you have prepared that report, you submit it to them. Now they come and verify the claims that you have made in this self-evaluation report. Is it true that you are providing quality services? That is how what a quality audit is really all about. And then after that audit, they give you a preliminary report, and then thereafter they go and draft a final report, which we are still now waiting. Once we get that report, we will verify whether it's factual. Once it is factual, or if there are areas where there are some aspects are not factual, we will correct aspects that are not factual and provide them with that information. And then eventually they will produce a final report, and this report basically goes to the public domain. You know, the whole country will know whether Triumphant is providing quality services and quality programs.
I see. A lot of transparency there. Okay, so moving on, what strategies does quality assurance use to embed a quality culture across all levels of the institution?
What we do, we make sure that we develop policies in all areas, whether it's administrative, be it in the HR area, there must be policies that and processes and procedures be developed, be it finance, be it program delivery. For example, we have teaching and learning policy, we have assessment policy, we have graduation policy, the preparation of qualification certificates. So all these policies must be in place, and we have to monitor the implementation of these policies. We are also promoting a quality culture by doing peer reviews, where we review the performance of the lecturers. On an annual basis, all the lecturers are being appraised, be it administrative and academic. At the end of the year, we also provide awards. Lecturers who are performing very well, they get awards. You know, they get compensated for performing. So that's one way how we are trying to promote culture within the institution, to make sure that there is internal quality checks. I also do a lot of class visits, surprise visits to the lecturers, without them not knowing that I'm coming. I go and monitor, and I produce reports. I identify where are the quality gaps. These quality gaps, I put them in a quality improvement action plan. I've developed an ADRI template. Wherever we identify the gaps, we make sure that the template is completed, and we monitor that improvements are being taken care of. That is how we try to promote a quality culture within the institution, so that it's not about compliance based. We don't just rely on NQA, NT, and Council on Higher Education, but we are saying that we are self-driven, institution in terms of promoting quality.
Very, very profound. I like that. So moving on, how are there any initiatives or campaigns aimed at raising awareness of quality standards and expectations?
Yes, an interview of this nature is one way of really saying that for our internal stakeholders, students, lecturers, to understand what is quality assurance all about, the importance of quality, that is a competitive edge for us to promote quality within the institution. We are also in the process of developing teaching and learning quality standards internally, apart from those that are external from the NQA and Council on Higher Education. We need to have our own internal standards so that we can provide quality services, and there is compliance in terms of these standards.
I like that. I'm sure everybody else is curious to know how quality assurance interacts with different stakeholder groups to ensure relevance and transparency.
What we do is that whenever we design new programs, we draft we first identify training needs. Within the industry, what type of competencies are required if someone wants to be an engineer. What we do, we go to the industry, we interview them, we get information, we make sure that industry give inputs in the development or the design of a program.
Welcome back from that quick short break. You are still with us on Current Affairs. Now, we are also having external stakeholders such as potential employers out there, regulators and alumni. What role does quality assurance play in ensuring that graduates meet industry and employer expectations?
Yes, thank you for this question. The Quality Assurance Office has standards, quality requirements from the NQA and Council on Higher Education. So my office has to ensure that during the design of the curricula of the programs, stakeholders, employers are participating in that process. We have curriculum advisory committees, which we ensure that we involve the stakeholders. At the same time, you will realize that the Office of the Dean of Students, there is coordination taking place, that there is internship.
Right.
Our programs are designed in such a way that students can go for internship, industrial attachment, so that we really make sure that they go and do practical work. We don't just teach theory, right, but they are exposed to the industry, so that they can learn, from the best practices. At the same time, what we are doing, we align ourselves with the NQA requirements. Right. We make sure that at all times we meet the quality standards. Our programs are accredited. We undergo audits. Our qualifications or programs are registered on the NQF. That is what we do. The alumni, we are in the process. I think that last month there was a survey taking place to attract all the alumni to come back, so that they can come and give inputs in terms of how we are running. We have a relationship, close working relationship with them, and they also can give advice in terms of program. Once we design new programs and develop programs.
Right. Thank you very much. That is very insightful. And how about any partnerships or benchmarking exercises facilitated by the quality assurance to enhance compatibility between employers and students? The directorate, the department that deals with academic affairs, Dr. Okesen, he's responsible during the design and development of programs to benchmark with other institutions, both locally and internationally, because it's very important that a program that we offer here must be on par or at the same standard like any program develops elsewhere. So what happens is that my role will now to make sure from my office side that some benchmarking was done. So I have to oversee that benchmarking is done. We align our programs with the set standards. Thank you so much. To wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to perhaps share or mention?
Yeah, the issue of students' involvement. Our students, especially our new students, they always here and there face a lot of challenges. And at times, they don't know where to go. Students have to be aware that in the classrooms, there are class reps. Once they are having concerns, where they are not satisfied with program delivery, and the SRC will take these concerns to the Dean of Students, and eventually those issues can be addressed. So students should not sit and be frustrated. We are there to provide a service for them, and we are there to support them at all times. They should not just be on their own. They must be vocal and raise their concerns whenever there are concerns.
Thank you very much. And now we have put a face to the Department of Quality Assurance here in Thekwane College. We hope you loved and enjoyed this segment. From us, Current Affairs, thank you.